Hey Reef Builders, Evan Montgomery coming at you on another kind of dark, snowy day here in Colorado. Today we're at the home of Nick Peterson. He runs Mile High Corals here in Denver. He's got a pretty sweet display tank here in his house that we'd like to show off. And he's actually one of our Reefstock vendors this year, one of our local livestock vendors coming to Reefstock. So we're going to show you a few of the, a little sneak peek of some of the things that Nick is going to be bringing to Reefstock this year and kind of just give you an overview of the system. So Nick, this is obviously a big, pretty involved tank. There's a lot of corals, a lot of fish. You got another whole frag tank over there. So this isn't going to be a full tank tour, but why don't you go ahead and tell us what size tank this is, maybe some basic equipment that you run, stuff like that.
It's a 220 Planet. I had the stand built by a local guy, Ken, High Plains Reefer. Octo Elite 220. Just got a Vectra running the return, an MRC MR2 calcium reactor. Other than that, I keep it pretty simple. I have a UV in the back, some MP60s, MP40s in the flats. Then I run Hydra 52 HDs on the main display and 26s on all my other tanks. I like the HDs. They run great. They're cost effective, and I really like the color they give me.
Cool, so this video is going to kind of be focused on the corals, obviously, since he's a coral vendor coming to Reefstock. But before we get to the corals, why don't you just show off some of the highlights in your fish collection?
I love my powder blue. He's definitely one of my favorite fish. The Achilles, of course, is a huge popular favorite, but the powder blue is just so regal to me and beautiful. I have this China wrasse that is also one of my favorites. He's in there making sure everything's clean and pest-free at all times, which I really enjoy. I'm looking to get a couple more of those. You got your soul hull. Other than that, I mean, I got a beautiful little red male scooter.
Nick was just saying he's about to start fragging up some of these large acro colonies he's got in here in preparation for Reefstock and kind of get them encrusted a little bit. We're about 2 months away as of the recording of this video. So I wanted to come over and kind of show off what some of these mother colonies will look like, because you don't necessarily, especially with Acropora, you don't necessarily get a good sense of what a large colony is going to look like. For example, this one here is grown in a really interesting kind of spiral formation here, mostly due to him cutting pieces off of it, but you'd never see a coral that it has that potential to even do that from a single tip that you'd buy, as a frag. So Nick, what are some of the Acroporas, or any coral really, in here that you're going to be cutting up and bringing to Reefstock soon?
Well, we got Tyree Pinky the Bear, got Skywalker, and Vivid Confetti, Jason Fox Haterade. Of course, you got your classic Oregon Tort, your Slime Ball and Acropora back there. One of my favorites is the Stellata. I always bring nice chunky pieces of Stellata Monopora. I'll be bringing all these hammers. Nice Jason Fox Yellow Submarine. I'm gonna have some nice frags of that. You got your Sunfire Monty Cat back there from Worldwide Corals. One of the nicest ones, I think. And one of the corals I think is awesome is this Golden Pavona. It's just one of the brightest things in here. You can't beat the shine it puts off. Unfortunately, it's not rainbow like all the people like, but I love it. And then you got your classic Roger Rampage. I always do really well with that.
So I hope that kind of motivates you guys to come out to Reefstock next month, or about 2 months from now, actually. But Nick, are there any corals other than the ones you pointed out that are just some of your favorites that you think are worth pointing out right now?
Well, the Pavona is definitely one of my favorites, and the Raja. I love this yellow submarine. The textures and different colors and splatters of red on it are just gorgeous to me. I love this Wolverine Favia back here. Unfortunately, it's kind of in a shaded spot. I have some frags over here we can take some little clips of that will show it off better. I think it's gorgeous and beautiful. Over here in the frag tank, one of my favorite chalice is this toxic waste chalice. I absolutely adore it. You don't have to have rainbow everything to get something that you really enjoy. I'll be bringing these king spawn frog spawns, which are pretty unusual. They have like petals instead of random digits on their tendrils. WWC's Space Monkey Favia, this bright green rim with lavender purple center. It's just one of my favorite colorations. Got your Jason Fox Psycho Rim Favia, Wolverines. I'll be bringing a selection of all these torch corals.
It's quite the collection you've got going.
Yeah, it's taken me a while to build this up, but it's going pretty good now. I got some beautiful rainbow, chalices that everybody loves. And you got your pink boobies. This one has a unique characteristic to it. It has this purple ribbons going through it that you don't usually see. I've never seen it anyway. I have some Acropora, selection of all these
Micro Lords?
Micro Lords. I want as well as this beautiful bubble coral, which came in pretty rough shape, but it is doing beautifully now and be ready for restock for somebody's tank to call a new home. I have some awesome magic carpets back here that I'll also be bringing, as well as a few zoas. Not much on the zoas anymore, but I do have a few. Here you got a cloudberries chalice over here that's also really nice.
There it is.
This one's awesome too. This is Night Stalker Litho. Very unusual coloration, and under deep blue, it's almost black in the center with just golden orange rims. Very unusual. It's very beautiful.
This has been a lot of fun coming over to Nick's house and kind of getting a feel for the what's a little teaser for what's to come at Reefstock, and also just spending some time here enjoying a really nice, immaculate Reef Builders style, simply kept reef tank. We didn't go in depth on a whole lot of the gear and the exact layout of stuff, but we just really wanted to show off a lot of the corals here. If you want to see more from Mile High Corals and what Nick has to offer, he has a Facebook page. That's the best way, right?
Yeah, for sure. Mile High Corals LLC.
Yep, so that's probably the best way other than coming to Reefstock in person. Speaking of, Reefstock is March 4th and 5th this year. It's going to be a great show, a lot of great vendors like Nick with a lot of really cool corals to show off and to share with the community. So until then, subscribe to the Reef Builders YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, like button on this video, and share it with your friends. And until next time, I'll talk to you on another video very soon. Later.